Hello, my friend. Have you ever caught yourself pausing at the bottom of the stairs, just for a second longer than you used to? Maybe your knees feel stiff in the morning, or lifting a grocery bag takes more effort than it once did. These small changes creep in quietly, and for many people over 60, they become part of the daily routine, something to shrug off or just accept as normal aging. But what if I told you that losing muscle strength after 60 isn't something you have to accept? That slow, quiet weakening of the body has a name: sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that affects nearly every older adult to some degree. It can make walking more tiring, balance less steady, and recovery slower after even simple tasks. Over time, it can take away your energy, your mobility, and even your sense of independence. I know how discouraging that sounds. But there's something I want you to remember: your body is still listening to how you treat it. And believe it or not, some of the most powerful tools to fight sarcopenia are sitting right in your kitchen, on your countertop, in your fruit bowl, or tucked away in your refrigerator. That's right, fruit. Today, I want to share with you 5 incredible fruits that do more than just taste good. These fruits have been shown to rebuild muscle, reduce inflammation, and help reverse the effects of aging on your strength, naturally. They're affordable, easy to prepare, and safe for most people, even if you're managing conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure. So whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, don't give up on your strength. You're not too old. You're not too late. And these everyday fruits might just be the start of something stronger. Let's begin. As we grow older, it's easy to believe that muscle loss is simply part of the package. You wake up one day and notice that walking feels heavier, getting out of a chair takes more effort, or you feel tired after doing something as simple as gardening. This slow decline in strength has a name: sarcopenia, and while it's incredibly common, it's not inevitable. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and function that begins as early as your 30s, but accelerates rapidly after the age of 60. By the time most people reach their 70s, they may have lost up to 30% of their muscle mass if no steps are taken to slow it down. And it's not just about strength, it affects balance, coordination, metabolism, and even how well your body processes nutrients. It increases the risk of falls, fractures, and hospitalizations, and can rob you of your independence over time. The causes of sarcopenia are both simple and complex. Reduced physical activity plays a major role. When we move less, our muscles have no reason to stay strong. But that's only part of the story. Hormonal changes, chronic inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and poor sleep all contribute. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at repairing tissue and less sensitive to the signals that trigger muscle growth. This is where fruit enters the picture, and perhaps not in the way most people expect. When we think of fruit, we often think of vitamins, natural sugars, and fiber. But certain fruits go beyond that. They contain plant-based compounds that fight inflammation, support hormone function, improve circulation, and even activate muscle-building processes in the body. Some fruits help increase nitric oxide for better blood flow. Others reduce oxidative stress, the internal rust that makes muscles age faster. And many are rich in minerals like potassium, magnesium, and boron, which directly support muscle contractions and nerve signals. Unlike synthetic supplements or protein powders, fruits are whole foods. That means they contain a synergistic blend of nutrients that your body can recognize and absorb more easily. For older adults who may have sensitive digestion or are managing chronic conditions like heart disease or diabetes, fruit is a safe and gentle option, when chosen wisely. What's more, most of these muscle-supporting fruits are already available at your local grocery store. You don't have to hunt for rare superfoods or spend a fortune. In fact, the key to maintaining muscle in your 60s, 70s, and beyond may already be on your kitchen table. And no, this doesn't mean you need to eat piles of fruit every day. What it means is that small, consistent changes can have a powerful impact. A slice of avocado on your toast. A glass of tart cherry juice in the evening. A few prunes with your breakfast. These are simple, daily choices that gently support your body where it needs help most. Muscle isn't just for athletes. It's for walking, standing, carrying groceries, reaching a shelf, or hugging your grandchildren without pain. When you nourish your muscles, you support your independence, your energy, and your ability to live life on your own terms. So now that you understand what sarcopenia is, and why fruit plays such a surprising role in reversing it, let's explore the 5 best fruits that science and experience have shown to be powerful allies in staying strong as you age. We'll begin with a creamy, heart-loving favorite you may already enjoy, and by the end, you may be inspired to see your fruit bowl in a whole new light. 5. Tart cherry, the recovery booster. Let's start with a bold and tangy fruit that's small in size but mighty in impact, the tart cherry. Tart cherries, especially in juice or dried form, are packed with anthocyanins, natural compounds that fight inflammation deep in the body. For older adults dealing with stiff joints, aching legs, or that all-too-familiar morning soreness, tart cherries can be a powerful, natural remedy. What makes them especially valuable for muscle health is how they help with recovery. In studies involving athletes, tart cherry juice reduced muscle soreness and sped up recovery after intense workouts. If it works for people running marathons, imagine how helpful it can be for everyday movement, like walking, gardening, or doing housework. That quick bounce back matters when you want to stay active but don't want to deal with lingering pain. But tart cherries go beyond just easing discomfort. They're one of the few fruits that naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. And sleep is when your body does most of its muscle repair. So if you're waking up tired or feeling achy in the mornings, a small glass of 100% tart cherry juice in the evening might make a big difference. My neighbor Paul, 68, had this exact problem: heavy legs in the morning, slow to get going. After just 2 weeks of drinking tart cherry juice before bed, he said he was sleeping deeper and waking up feeling lighter and stronger. You can also enjoy tart cherry capsules or sprinkle dried tart cherries on oatmeal. However you choose to take them, they're a quiet but powerful way to support your muscles and your rest. 4. Prunes, the secret muscle builder. Now let's talk about a fruit that's often overlooked but quietly powerful, the prune. You might know prunes as dried plums, often associated with digestive health. But don't let that simple reputation fool you. Prunes are packed with polyphenols, antioxidants, and a unique trace mineral called boron, all of which play a critical role in supporting muscle and bone strength as we age. What makes prunes stand out is their ability to help stimulate muscle growth. Research shows that the compounds in prunes may activate a hormone known as IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1, which encourages your body to build and preserve muscle. In lab studies, extracts from prunes actually increased muscle cell size and protein synthesis, both key to staying strong after 60. Prunes are also rich in chlorogenic acid and rutin, which reduce inflammation in joints and connective tissues. That means fewer aches after activity and faster recovery. Plus, boron helps the body use calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D more effectively, nutrients that work together to maintain muscle strength and prevent osteoporosis. Let's not forget the fiber. Prunes offer soluble fiber that helps regulate blood sugar and energy levels, so you don't feel those afternoon crashes that make staying active feel harder. My Aunt Helen, 76, used to laugh when I recommended prunes. But after adding 5 prunes to her breakfast daily, she said her legs felt less stiff and her walks became more enjoyable. It's like I oiled the hinges, she joked. Prunes are easy to enjoy, on their own, in oatmeal, or blended into energy balls. They're simple, sweet, and surprisingly powerful for aging muscles. 3. Avocado, the creamy muscle ally. Now let's turn to a fruit that's as creamy as it is powerful, the avocado. Most people think of avocado as heart-healthy, thanks to its rich monounsaturated fats. But this smooth green fruit does much more than support your heart. It plays a vital role in protecting and rebuilding muscle, especially for older adults. Avocados are loaded with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that are essential for muscle contractions and preventing cramps. In fact, gram for gram, avocados contain more potassium than bananas. These minerals help your muscles work efficiently, reduce fatigue, and support your nervous system so that signals to your muscles stay strong and steady. But it's not just about minerals. Avocados are also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that shields your muscle tissue from oxidative stress, the type of damage that accumulates with age and leads to muscle breakdown. By reducing inflammation, vitamin E helps your muscles recover better after activity and stay resilient over time. Another hidden benefit is fiber. One medium avocado contains around 10 grams of it, which helps regulate blood sugar and energy levels throughout the day. That's a major advantage if you're managing diabetes or trying to avoid energy crashes that can leave you feeling weak or sluggish. I remember a woman named Clara, 72 years old, who struggled with nighttime leg cramps. Her daughter suggested she add just half an avocado to her meals. Within weeks, her sleep improved and morning stiffness eased. Now, it's her daily habit. Avocados are versatile, spread them on toast, mix them in smoothies, or spoon them into salads. However you enjoy them, know this: each creamy bite is helping your muscles stay strong, stable, and ready for more life. 2. Pomegranate, the circulation enhancer. Next on our list is a fruit as beautiful as it is beneficial, the pomegranate. Those tiny ruby red seeds aren't just pretty to look at. They're packed with antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which combat oxidative stress, one of the silent culprits behind muscle fatigue and aging. Oxidative stress weakens muscle fibers, makes recovery slower, and leaves you feeling drained after even light activity. By fighting this internal wear and tear, pomegranates help your muscles stay stronger and more resilient. But the real magic of pomegranates lies in their effect on circulation. They naturally boost the body's production of nitric oxide, which helps widen blood vessels and improve blood flow. Why does that matter for muscles? Because better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your muscle tissues, allowing them to perform better and heal faster. This is especially helpful for older adults whose circulation tends to decline with age. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed pomegranate extract before physical activity had better endurance and less fatigue. Even those who didn't exercise heavily noticed improvements in recovery time and energy levels. My friend George, 74, drinks a small glass of pomegranate juice before heading out to his garden each morning. He told me he feels less sore after working with his plants and sleeps better at night. "It's like my muscles are happier," he says with a smile. To enjoy these benefits, you can drink 100% pomegranate juice, 4 to 6 ounces daily, or eat the seeds whole by sprinkling them on yogurt or salads. Whichever way you choose, you're giving your muscles a powerful boost, from the inside out. 1. Apple, the everyday strength preserver. At the top of our list is one of the most familiar fruits of all, the apple. You've heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," but here's something most people don't know: apples may also help keep muscle loss away. The secret lies in the peel. Apple skins contain a natural plant compound called ursolic acid, which has shown promising effects in muscle health. In both animal and early human studies, ursolic acid helps stimulate muscle growth, reduce muscle breakdown, and improve overall strength and endurance. One study even found that it could reduce fat accumulation while improving glucose metabolism, two things that often go hand in hand with age-related muscle decline. But apples offer more than just one star nutrient. They're also rich in quercetin, an antioxidant that protects mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells. Healthier mitochondria mean more energy, better muscle performance, and quicker recovery from everyday activities. Apples also contain pectin, a form of soluble fiber that supports gut health, blood sugar regulation, and nutrient absorption. And since your muscles rely on vitamins and minerals to grow and repair, better absorption means stronger muscles. I think of Mr. David, 79 years old, who still does light yard work every morning. He swears by his daily apple, always with the peel on. "Keeps me regular, keeps me moving, keeps me young," he said with a wink. For the best results, eat apples whole, with the skin, and pair them with healthy fat or protein like almond butter to slow sugar absorption. It's a small act of self-care that goes a long way in preserving your strength. So, let's take a moment to bring all of this together. You've just learned about 5 humble fruits: avocado, tart cherry, pomegranate, prune, and apple, that each carry a unique power to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent after 60. None of them are exotic. None of them require a special diet plan. And none of them are locked behind a pharmacy counter. They're simple, accessible, and surprisingly effective at fighting a condition many people quietly suffer from: sarcopenia. Now, maybe you've felt the effects of muscle loss creeping in over the years. A little more stiffness when you get out of bed. A little more hesitation when climbing stairs. Or maybe you've caught yourself avoiding certain activities, not because you don't want to do them, but because your body doesn't feel up for it. That's real. That's human. But that's also not the end of the story. Because your body still responds to care. It still listens to your choices. And it still has the capacity to get stronger. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to overhaul your life. You simply need to start making small, nourishing choices. A half avocado on your toast. A glass of tart cherry juice in the evening. A few prunes added to breakfast. A handful of pomegranate seeds over yogurt. An apple, with the peel on, in your lunch bag. These aren't just snacks, they're statements. They say, "I'm not giving up. I'm still building strength." What's beautiful about these fruits is not just what they do for your muscles, but what they do for your spirit. Each one brings with it a rhythm of care, a quiet form of healing that doesn't require strain or effort. It's natural, it's gentle, and it's sustainable. Think about Clara, Paul, George, Helen, and David. None of them were trying to become athletes. They just wanted to sleep better, walk easier, lift a little more, or enjoy their days with less pain. And by making one small change, adding a fruit or two into their routine, they started feeling the difference. You can too. So as you prepare your next meal, or make your grocery list, think about your body, not as something broken, but as something still growing. Still capable. Still worth caring for. These fruits aren't miracles, but they are tools. Tools for building strength, reclaiming energy, and preserving the life you want to live. The road to healthy aging doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can start with something as simple as the next bite. And with every choice you make, especially the small ones, you're proving something powerful. You are not done yet. You're still here. You're still building. And you're stronger than you think. If today's message has sparked something in you, a memory, a feeling, or even a quiet sense of possibility, then let's turn that spark into action. You don't need to change everything overnight. But what if you picked just one of these 5 fruits to start with this week? Maybe it's adding a few prunes to your breakfast, or sipping tart cherry juice before bed. Maybe you slice an avocado into your sandwich or sprinkle pomegranate seeds onto your salad. Even reaching for a crisp apple instead of a packaged snack can be a powerful step. Here's a gentle challenge: choose one fruit, add it to your daily routine for the next 7 days, and take note of how you feel. Do your joints feel looser in the morning? Are your walks more comfortable? Is your sleep deeper? These changes may seem small at first, but over time, they add up to something real. If you've already tried some of these fruits, I'd love to hear from you. Which one made the biggest difference in your life? Did you notice more energy? Better movement? Less soreness? Your story might be the exact encouragement someone else needs. And if you're new to this journey, welcome. ElderSpark is here to walk with you every step of the way. We're not about miracle cures or overnight fixes. We're about practical, science-backed, heart-centered habits that empower you to age with strength, purpose, and joy. So don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experience. And if this video brought value to your life, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to ElderSpark. That way, you'll never miss a new tip designed with your health and happiness in mind. This is your time. And you deserve to feel strong, energized, and alive, starting today. Let's do a quick recap of what we've learned today. There are 5 powerful fruits that can help rebuild muscle and reverse sarcopenia after 60, naturally, gently, and effectively. 5. Tart cherry reduces soreness, aids muscle recovery, and improves sleep with its natural melatonin content. 4. Prunes stimulate muscle growth through IGF-1, reduce inflammation, and support bone health with boron. 3. Avocado, packed with healthy fats, potassium, and magnesium to support muscle contraction and reduce inflammation. 2. Pomegranate, boosts blood flow, enhances endurance, and protects muscle fibers from oxidative stress. 1. Apple, the peel contains ursolic acid to prevent muscle breakdown and support energy-producing mitochondria. These fruits are easy to find, simple to add to your routine, and safe for most people, especially when eaten in moderation. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Just one small change can set you on the path to more strength, better movement, and a healthier, more vibrant life. Aging might be inevitable, but muscle loss doesn't have to be. You're not losing time, you're gaining tools. Let every bite remind you, you're still growing, still building, and still strong.